I am with Tanya Slusarczyk. I won't go into all that because there's someone in the room. So, I picked 3 poems to read. One from the last 3 years. I don't know if they summarize my poetry as much as it is their snapshots, and I picked them because that's where I was in my writing at the time. So, the first is called Distillation, and I will try to enunciate and read slowly. I've been told that I mumble. Okay. Distillation. Like the rhythm of a toss, all the answers can take a turn as I try to capture the vapors of you in the urn in my head. To run with me on your nose, I carry you on my back. When I flip the probabilities, each lands in the impossible crack in my head. I'm in the center of your love, in the corner of your life. Every night is a fight. Everything just ain't right in my head. You scare me like one of those falling dreams. You twist against the muzzle while I jerk the choke chain. There are no speaking parts to count on the pains in my head. Time bends to stretch old bones and jogs through the empty park at a foggy dawn. Now I am panting through a runner's rush. Every comfy thought slides off the cuff onto my head. Am I a movement in a stanza or verse? How can being alone feel like blessing or curse? On the drive home, the engine starts steaming, another breakdown. I push us around the corner while you drag us on the ground into my head. We decide to hitch a ride. We beat our fastest time home. We tighten up and seal the copper pyres, carrying the steady drip of love over my head. It's distillation. So this one is roughly from January of 2015. I used to write a lot of political poetry. I was really concerned with politics, and categorically stopped writing it because I don't know, you can only grow so far from anger in writing. That's just my opinion. But this one flared up. So it's called Hold You. Many days, some who look like you do not talk about my strengths, but the length and absence or presence of my seams. Many days, some who look like you do not discuss the jaunt in my gait or the swag in my stride, but the space in between it. So it is not difficult to know how to behold you. It is difficult to know how to behold you when I do not know you. Most crime is color to color, black on black. Between man and woman, the transgressions cut deeper than that. But you are being hunted, and I cannot deny it. I want to be your mother, wipe your tears, and promise you freedom will not always feel this way. I want to be your big sis with a mirror, show you your beautiful eyes, your gorgeous face, and take you someplace safe. Want to be your aunt and tell you, don't mind your daddy scolding, he was just like you back in the day. And we will laugh in the easy embrace of immediate blunt ties. But I have no such designation in relations to you, and to some who look like you, I have no name or face or classification that make it plain. To them, I am simply fair game, case in point, till Jay-Z had a daughter. Bitch and whore crossed his lips like rabid midnight marauders, trampling borders with impunity senselessly over and over and over, that is, until he had a daughter. Then he declared his mind miraculously changed, But for some of you who look like you, keeping it real means staying the same. So I am still fair game, nameless, faceless, a classification that could land me in a situation, day or night, that, for my safety, may necessitate an intervention of blue flashing lights. As of this December day, it is a call I dare not make, because if I were your son, they would console you. If I were your brother, I'm sorry, God. If you were their son, they would console you. If you were their brother, they would break bread and console you. If you were their father, they would be sad and hurt, but they would still hold you. Because I know what could happen if you stand still with your hands up, or fight back with an uppercut, or choose to move slow and be silent, or choke out, "I can't breathe." They won't even bother to shut your eyelids. So I will sit violated on too many fronts, not knowing what to think, except it is difficult to hold you when I must hold you at arm's length. This is extremely recent, like in the last month. It's called Out of Orbit. Love Lost. You'll see. Sane enough to let an awkward moment pass, I grasped at low-hanging fruit, your lips. "Baby," I whisper into a shared dream state of you, caramel, wrapped in me, chocolate, held tight by thin colored plastic and tinsel. On a non-religious holiday from coitus, we say "I love you" as if heat could save our sweetness from entropy. Hubble noted, as did others, our dying star, smoldering red, collapsing under the gravity of us in the mouth of your divorce. Those platonically close to me use pop psychology labels: narcissist, emotionally unavailable. You hiss back to me alone, who is right, them or us? Though they never felt your depths or knew your kiss, they recognize your kind. So when I later whisper "baby" into weeks of unreturned calls and emails and texts, my eyes slowly flutter open. I awaken to the sinking feeling of my gut collapsing under the speed of my descent back into my untouched body, stretching out of fetal position back into terra firma. Thank you.